things out. You know, the album just dropped. So how happy are you with the completed album?
We've been happy with this since it was done. You know, just happy that it's finally out and see what people think about it. You know.
So I mean, feedback I've seen has been pretty positive so far.
Awesome or really negative. So
one or the other.
I'd say we probably have the most positive feedback though that we've ever had. So I mean, that's kind of cool. Usually it's mostly haters. This time it's mostly people digging it, and they're the funny haters that we all enjoy.
Like, yeah.
Well, they say no press is bad press. So
Well, plus we have to have something to entertain us, and reading all the funny negative posts are pretty fun for us.
Absolutely.
Does that ever affect you guys, or is it like...
Sometimes it hurts my stomach. I'm laughing so hard about it.
That's how we get our ab workout.
So, you know, with the writing process for this album, did you guys, you know, change anything, try anything different, or is it pretty much the same?
No, we actually wrote about 70 songs, demoed 50, wrote with a lot of different writers, and, you know, it took about, you know, almost 2 years to get the final product done, and we're definitely happy with it. Like, you know, most proud of this record than any other ones in the past, so.
So with like 70 songs, how did you guys manage to like whittle it down to like only, what is it, 10?
Yeah, and then 12 on the deluxe.
Okay.
You know, we, you know, just kind of picked the obvious ones that we thought, and then, you know, just kind of built and placed around those, and it just kind of, you know, shaping an album just kind of all comes together, and like, oh, this is how the album's supposed to be, so.
And like, did I read somewhere that this is like the album that you guys are most proud of?
Yeah, for sure, absolutely, and I think it's the album that's the most us, you know, as a band and also as individuals too. So
I think this album kind of reminds me of what we sounded like when we first got going. You know, we were. I would check. Okay, hold on. Shut this. Sorry guys. No, like, yeah, I think, you know, going back and just trying to remember what we sounded like before we, you know, got our deal and went and worked with a big name producer or whatever. This is kind of a little bit closer to that, I think.
Okay. I was waiting for somebody to add something. So, you know, as a just for fun question for you guys, what is the first album that you remember purchasing with your own money?
My first one was Aerosmith, Big Ones. Love that album.
Mine was Bone Thugs and Harmony. East 1999.
I think mine was Bush 16 Stone, I want to say.
Pretty sure mine was Metallica, Black Album.
Okay. So, you know, I'm sure you guys have witnessed changes within the music industry. You know, with this, you know, album, did you guys feel any pressure at all? You know, it seems sometimes that we're caught in a singles market, almost.
You know, we try not to let, you know, especially anybody outside of the group, you know, put any pressure on us. I mean, we're doing our thing, and, you know, like we said, it's like the most proud and our best record, you know, that we've put out, and, you know, all we can do is be proud and do our best, and that's what we've done with this record, so we're excited to have it out.
Well, I think our goal is always to try to make an album, you know, as strong as possible, so that, you know, every song could possibly be a single. I mean, that's just what we like. We like good songs, you know. We don't try to make anything too artsy and weird. We just try to write good songs that will relate to people and people will dig.
Well, I mean, I think you guys, at least in my opinion, have been very good at remembering what the fan base is into, and keep, you know, I mean, it's not like you guys are out trying to reinvent the wheel with, you know, what's going on as far as sound goes, or even emotion behind the music.
Well, I think that's why people are drawn to us in a way, because we write, you know, real life experiences. You know, we are people too, and we go through the same struggles, and we do get hangovers, and we do, you know, have wild nights, and shit's just, I think that's why people are drawn to us.
So, what's been one of your craziest fan experiences so far? Has anyone done anything off the wall to get your attention?
Now, I've told this I mean, I don't know the story, but had a couple of chicks fly to Oklahoma and stay at my grandma's house, and like went through and looked at all my like baby pictures and shit like that. I thought that kind of creeped me out when I found out.
It still keeps me out.
Yeah, that's a little much. So, you know, you guys have shared the stage, you know, in the big stadium market and the festivals. And now it's the smaller club shows. Is there one that you prefer over the other?
Not particularly. I mean, you know, it's definitely amazing to play, you know, sold out arenas, and it's also amazing. You know, the vibes are different. I mean, sometimes you're like at a club and it's a little more intimate. You can like actually, you know, you can feel the energy as far as like being at a barricade and back. You can look at everybody in the eye and you can see them singing your songs. So we bring the same show either way.
Okay. I think I've heard like the best way to really freak out the audience member is to like lock eyes with one. Like I think it was Hailstorm was telling me that they have like a game on stage for just watching people geek out like that. It's like incredible.
That's pretty awesome.
So, what are your plans for after this tour, like into next year?
Plans are to just keep hammering out this tour and, you know, this record and get it into as many people's heads and hands as possible. So hopefully we'll be doing it for a year and a half or 2 years. So it'll be awesome.
So, you know, as artists, what is it like for you when a fan, you know, will approach you and say, you know, your music's affected me in this way, or, you know, help me through a situation?
That's amazing. I mean, that's kind of why we do it, you know, or one of the reasons. You know, it's there's nothing more rewarding than to, you know, hear somebody, you know, come and tell us that we've like really affected their lives, or in some cases saved their life, or whatever it may be. That's I don't know. There's not much better than that.
Absolutely. I mean, you said it all. Right?
I like to look at music as a universal language that everyone can speak and understand. Like, in, you know, even if we take different messages away from it, is there anything that you hope that your music speaks to listeners, even if it is just to kind of escape for a while, even?
Yeah, definitely. I think music, you know, has been an escape for me in a lot of ways, and I really hope that we put that vibe off for a lot of people. Just put, you know, a record on and maybe, you know, get a drink and just chill and mellow out and forget about problems for a little bit, or listen to them and be like, you know, I go through the same shit.
Yeah. So what is the writing process like? What generally comes first? You guys hook, melody, lyrics?
Just kind of depends. I mean, me and Cody sit around with 2 acoustic guitars and we'll come up with ideas and we'll hammer it out and, you know, take it to the rest of the guys and we'll kind of finish it off for us.
So how long does the process usually take?
Depends on the song.
Yeah,
Could be,
absolutely.
Could be 10 minutes. Could be 4 days. You never know. I mean, depends on what you start with. I mean, sometimes it's a progression. Sometimes it's a title. Sometimes it's, you know, a lyric. Just kind of depends on what's there. Yes.
So, you know, with the other tracks that you guys have written, are you guys going to do anything with them, or?
Well, there's a lot, like, you know, there's a lot of tracks left over that got left off the record that, you know, a lot of us loved, and you know, who knows? We may recycle them, or, you know, we may, I don't know, put them in movies or put them on like special iTunes or whatnot. You know, we may never do anything with them. We may start writing for the next record and be like, oh well, you know, maybe we're a lot better writers than we were back then. And we'll see.
Well, I have to say that Put That Record On has been in repeat in our office for a while, so I just absolutely love the way you guys tie all the references into it. That was great. Have you guys gotten a lot of compliments on that one yet?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people have loved that song, and a lot of people loved a song called The Life that's on there too.
So, personally, do you guys have one that holds a special place in your heart?
I mean, obviously they all do, all 70 songs, you know. But, you know, favorite songs change from day to day. Mine today is actually The Life, so.
Okay. So, let's see, what is the strangest rumor that you've heard about the band?
How many times have you died now?
that a few times. The only thing that was weird about that is like somebody actually took time to have like a time of death date, and they saw me at the morgue.
Wow, they like wrote you a little obituary, didn't they?
Almost. That's one thing that's creepy about it.
Just let my fantasy slip out there. Sorry, dude.
It's all good.
So, is there a dream artist that you would love to share a stage with that you haven't yet?
Well, we definitely been blessed to get to share the stage with some people that we love. Aerosmith being one of them.
Probably true.
If we could go back in time, we'd hop in a time machine, maybe go back and tour with Guns N' Roses. I think would be awesome. Back
Yeah.
in like 87, 88.
Axel's got to get it together.
Oh, we don't really want the new Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
We go back, Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly, I don't know that we'd make a very good bill, but that would be badass.
We played
Jimi Hendrix.
Stranger Bill, so.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, right. I'd like to do a song with Percy Sledge, dude. That would be awesome. But he's dead.
Well, we can create the Fantasy Rock Festival there.
I think he's dead.
So, what would you say to date has been one of the most important lessons that you've learned as a band?
Definitely like just how the industry is in general. Like, you think it's one way, you think when you get signed, that's it, you made it, you're rich. All actuality, it's like it's a lot of hard work. And, I think you have to be built for it. And, you can't actually tell somebody how this business works. You have to actually live it in order to actually understand how it works. And, it's pretty crazy. We learn new lessons every day and every record for sure. So.
That's probably the biggest lesson, just for me, is that you can't take yourself too seriously all the time. You know what I mean? That and always be nice and treat everybody with respect, because you never know who you're talking to. It's
Yeah.
just a good rule to live by anyway. You know what I mean? So I think that's probably the biggest lesson.
So I've always heard those you like piss off on the way up are the ones
Yeah.
that you hit on the way down.
Exactly.
So-
You don't- if you're opening up a show, you don't know when who's gonna or they're gonna be opening up for you later on. So.
That's very true. So, what is the best way to keep up to date with the band? Like all the social networking and all that.
Oh yeah.
Are you guys
Twitter
pretty active
and-
with that?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Try our best anyway. Don't love doing it, but we keep up with it just because it's kind of a necessity these days. So.
Nowadays it is. Everything is, tweeting where you are at every given moment, which is a little creepy sometimes. But
Definitely creepy. I don't understand it. I'll never understand it. But like I said, we kind of have to do it until we blow the headquarters.
So, do you guys have any big plans for the holidays? Right around the corner.
I just heard we're gonna play this NHL
Winter Classic.
Winter Classic Pittsburgh on New Year's Day. And yeah, I think it's just about it. Spend time with our families on Christmas and do that for New Year's and hit the road in January.
That's awesome. Well, I want to thank you guys so much for taking a few minutes to chat with us. Is there any comment you'd like to share with the online audience?
Just go get All American Nightmare. I'll kick your fucking ass. No, just kidding.
Great. Well, thank you guys
Thanks,
so
man.
much. I appreciate it.